Hi guys, welcome to Moor Allerton in Leeds. James Savage, equipment editor at National Club Golfer. Today we've got the brand new P790 irons from TaylorMade. Now you may have recognised some pictures of these on social media. Some of the tour players, we've been testing these. John Rahm, Xander Schauffele, has been testing these out in the long irons. But they are here as a full set. So, you know, they're not just a sort of like a utility iron, if you like. They are a full set of irons. And where they're going to be fitting into TaylorMade's family of irons, if you like, it's got the P at the start, which is a clue. So this is basically coming into TaylorMade's players category. So they've now got their sort of P770, P750 and P730 irons. And these are definitely part of that family, whereas you've got the M family with the M1 and the M2 and their new game improvement iron, which I can't tell you about just yet. So just a little bit more on these, yeah. So they're looking really to sit in the middle, if you like, between their game improvement irons and their players irons. They're a little bit bigger than the other models. They're a sort of a hollow, sort of muscle back design, and they look absolutely fantastic. I'm sure you can agree. Premium materials used in these clubs, which is why we're seeing a premium price point as well. They're sort of going down a similar road to what Callaway went with the Epic irons, but they've not quite gone that far. The TaylorMade say this is still an aggressive price point, which is just over £1,000 for a full set of irons. So, you know, we're not talking like your PXG expensive or your Callaway Epic, but they are a little bit more expensive than, you know, what you'd normally expect to be paying, which would be normally around about the £800 mark for a full set. So they look absolutely fantastic, and some of the key technology in this club is actually inside. You can't see it. There's a little clue because we've got a little hole there. But just to tell us a little bit what TaylorMade have done, we went to see Tomo, who's their head of creation for irons. We saw him down at TaylorMade's HQ down in Basingstoke, and he can tell us a little bit more about the technology which has gone into the P790.
So this is a 4-iron, and we've basically taken this head and removed the kind of constituent parts of how we actually make this club. So the first thing you'll notice is we do have a forged 4140 carbon steel face. It's very thin, 1.75 millimeter thick face. This face is welded on 270 degrees with an opening here at the bottom for the speed pocket. Now, what this reveals when you open it up now is this material inside called speed foam. The speed foam is a very unique material that actually allows us to create this thinner face by improving the durability of the face with a little bit of support behind, but it also really improves the sound and feel. So the speed foam not only gives us more distance, more performance, but also really dampens vibration and gets really good sound and feel out of the club. You know, one of the things that we discovered in the development of this product was that most foams that you put in the cavity, any kind of material that you put in there that really supports the face, actually really slows the face down. It really hurts your COR and your ball speed. So we set out to find a material that was going to be light enough and offer little resistance to that flexibility in the face. And we really were lucky to basically develop this one material that is very light, very low density, but still supports the face enough that we can go to these thinner faces and do very high COR. So this material only weighs about 4 grams in the head. It gets injected as a liquid, expands in the cavity, and like I said, it's sort of behind this very thin face that gets placed on top.
Okay, so thanks Tomo for that, explaining the detail of these clubs. Yeah, really interesting technology there. So you're going to be getting plenty of ball speed from this sort of thin face and this hollow construction. You're going to get that face springing a little bit, you know, at the limit of COR. These clubs, that's the sort of trampoline effect, the amount of time that the ball spends on the face, if you like. So really good ball speed coming from this, but with that speed foam, you should be just getting that nice sound and feel. Something similar actually to what PXG do with their clubs. Again, they're a hollow design, but they actually inject this polyurethane elastomer or in something into the inside of the club just to get that really premium feel, which is why those clubs come in at a very expensive price point. But we want to test these clubs out back at the shack. We've got the GC Quad set up. I'm going to hit some shots with my own 7-iron, which is the Ping G400 I'm currently playing. We're going to get the numbers and see how these compare. Okay, so let's just have a little look back at these numbers then that we've just got there using our GC Quad. Well, not our GC Quad, James Whitaker's GC Quad. I've got the Ping G400 numbers up there because that's the iron that I'm currently using out on the course. So I'm quite used to that iron, custom fitted. Yeah, happy with it, really like it. So that's a good club for me to compare it to. Really liking the sound and feel of the P790. Also really liking that look at address. I think, like I said before, these do kind of fit more into the sort of player's iron, if you like, from TaylorMade. But I think if you put that down at address, it's got such wide ranging appeal. I think anyone from a sort of a 5 handicap up to a 18 handicap could definitely get along with these, just from that sort of the proportions point of view, from the size. Offset wise, there is a little bit of offset there, but there's not a lot, so I don't think that's going to put any of your better players off. Some of your high handicappers might like to see more. For me, I think that's looking absolutely great. Yeah, number wise, sound and feel absolutely excellent, and yeah, the ball speed was really good. You can see here we just managed to get a little bit more ball speed with the P790, 108 compared to 112. So on average, that's like 4 mile an hour extra ball speed, which is very impressive. Another thing that's quite interesting there is, people think that TaylorMade might have cranked the lofts on these, but they haven't really. They're obviously, the lofts are a lot stronger than your typical players' irons, if you like, but they're not that strong in terms of like their sort of M1 and M2 irons. So the 7-iron loft on these is 30.5. So yes, that is quite strong. But you have, if you compare that to their M2 iron, which is 28.5. So it's actually got a lot more loft on it than that. But the Ping G400, for example, that was hitting there, that 7-iron loft is 30. Spin, pretty good. That's a good 7-iron spin for me, 5.9. I'm really happy with that. Average total 157. Average total with the Ping was 151. You can see there with the numbers on the Ping, when I really strike it well, I've got one there carrying at 161, total 172. And then one where I've really ripped it with the TaylorMade, I've got a carry there 160, 171, but I just felt like I was getting a little bit more carry more often with the P790, which is quite interesting to see. So yeah, really happy with the numbers, really like the ball flight, really like the sound and feel. As I said before, I think this is an iron from TaylorMade that's going to appeal to a really wide range. As I said, it sits there right in between their sort of P770, P750 irons, and in the middle of the M irons and towards the game improvement side. So I wouldn't really want to pigeonhole anyone in terms of a handicap that this iron is going to suit. So I'm playing off 17 at the moment. I could definitely use these. I'm really liking the ball flight, sound, feel, ball speed, carry, everything about it. It's doing the job for me, and I think that from a shelf appeal point of view, I don't think we've seen too many irons looking as good as this recently. They really have upped the ante. I think a lot of players are going to be attracted to look at this club. It's clean. It is more of a muscle back, so that's why it's going to attract the players as well as the game improvement market. So I think that this could be a very smart move by TaylorMade, and I think when people start hitting these, because of that speed foam that they've put in there, like I say, it's a hollow iron, but they've really got that nice sort of players feel to them as well. So I think that a lot of people are going to enjoy hitting these. So post any comments below if you want any more details about the specs of these clubs, any a little bit more on the technology at all. Post your comment below, we'll answer them straight away. And let us know what you think. If you're liking the look of this iron from TaylorMade, if you think you're really liking what TaylorMade are doing with their irons, if you're happy with their family, if you like, for the M into the P range, the sort of players range and the game improvement range, if you think that makes sense, or if you think that maybe this one's a little bit confusing which camp it sits in, yeah, please post them below, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you again soon.
Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed those videos. These videos are shot down at Moor Allerton Golf Club. It's a beautiful 27-hole golf course here in Yorkshire. If you want to come and join us in the shack, come down. We can do lessons, we can do custom fitting. We've also got a lovely shop here, professional shop, with lots of quality stock. If you can't get here, have a look on our website, jwgolf.co.uk. Lots of stock available on there. Or if you've got any questions and you want to just drop me an email, my email address is james@jwgolf.co.uk.